if you calling want 25 meat pies, you gonna get 25 meat pies. But I can't base my economic foundation on you and people that look like you that may not share my political and cultural philosophy.
But do you think that it, and I may just be kind of misinterpreting this, but what if I, the white girl, supported your political standpoint?
Then you that white person on this subject. See, we need people that have a willingness to have freedom, justice, equity, and cultural diversity for everybody to be a part of this. But you need to start in your community first. You need to start in your community first. You need to recruit other folks to be mobilized and organized with that. Because guess what? You know them better than I know them. The Latinos know them better than I know them. And so now once we get a collective together, and now we bring our youth in and our elders in, now you're going to have peace. It's not going to happen no other way. See, because under Robert's paradigm, and Leg is a great example, under Robert's paradigm, he's not taking into account that now, when you're in that situation and you have no economic foundation in your own community, our people spend over $1 trillion a year disposable income. Less than 4% is spent in our communities. That means over 96% of $1 trillion goes outside of our community. Robert, that's why you ain't got no millionaires and billionaires for the most part. And the millionaires and billionaires that you do have in the black community, they're all tokens. They can't do anything. So you take the book, read the book, Why Should White Guys Have All the Fun by Reginald Lewis, who was out of Baltimore, Robert.
But see, but this is the other point. See, I'm in my business, I have less than 1% of African Americans.
And why is that? And why is that?
Well, one, it's very understandable, is that they don't understand my business.
No. Not that you don't understand your business. Why is that?
Correct. Hold on, let me just say. They do not spend money with what I am selling.
And why is that?
Well, one is I don't know, but I'll tell you what.
Because they ain't got no culture.
Well, but you have to understand this. Consumers run the economy. They decide upon what they want and what they decide. A business develops their concept over the target audience they're trying to attract to achieve a certain objective. The question is then, what does the business owner do with those funding assets? My goal is to hire more people. So that right there, it varies. But the overall fact is, to own a business, you got to make money. And you have to be able to understand who spends and buys the particular product that you want. And if it's not blacks, that right there is not my issue.
This workshop, Robert, this workshop is really not for you. See, this workshop is about cultural, social entrepreneurship. You're talking about capitalism. You're going to lose at that game. You can't win at that game because the game is not designed for you to win in. Cultural, social entrepreneurs, as I've defined for, and this definition don't even come from me. This comes from a white boy who now, guess what? Got some cultural dynamics from Asiatic and African culture. Study it, Ashoka.com. And he figured out, wait a minute, I can't just be in this game making money. I got to make an impact on society. I can't be fueled just by profits. I got to now do something to impact society. So go study the guy. He graduated from Harvard, and he now figured out, I got to now embrace Afrocentric and Asiatic principles so that I now transcend the capitalistic dynamic. The social entrepreneur recognizes we got to make money, but it's how you go about doing it. The cultural social entrepreneur understands that it has to begin in your community. She can't go down the street making up somebody else's bed before she fixes up her own bed. That's stupid. Now, when I asked her the question, she said, oh, no, I can't do that. Because that makes no sense. If your yard is not cut, what you look like going down the street saying, hey, cut your yard. Or better yet, I'm going to cut your yard for you, but I ain't got my own yard. That makes no sense. And so, but you're in the dynamic of capitalism. And you can be in that game. You can't win in that game. Because that's the example that Lynn just gave you. You will be tied to that political situation, so you'll have no voice. That's just a reality. Now, I'm not telling people not to do it. That's your thing. But as a cultural, social entrepreneur, these 6 pillars of empowerment are there. And so, when we get to the political dynamic, if you're making money and you're spiritually infused and you got your culture intact, these other things fall into place, and now you're a public policy. I can stand up on a podium and say, Lynn, I'm giving you a $25,000 check, and I'm rolling with Lynn Cawthorn. Other than that, I gotta say, Lynn, look at y'all. Right, sure.
I like what you're saying, man, but can I make this check to somebody
Can I
else?
make a check to somebody else and get it too? I can. So now, what you say? Well, he got the money. No, it's two different things. See, because if I now become a billionaire, and I can't stand with him to say this is my public policy advocate, the people never make the connection, and so everything's in the dark. So people remain stupid. And so at the end of the day, the only way you can do that is go through the 6 pillars of empowerment. It ain't gonna happen no other way.
And I'd like to share life on my sister right here. What's her name?
Brittany.
Brittany.
And I like you.
She made an excellent point.
I like
because she's willing to learn.
That's right.
But let me bring it home more microcosm to you. What part of town do you live in?
Southern Hills.
All right. The people that live in Southern Hills, across the street, down the street from you, they've got more in common with me and Craig or Mitt Romney.
You and Craig.
Okay. This is an unscientific question. The majority of those people that live in Southern Hills that look like you, what party do you think they vote?
But that's the thing,
No, listen,
they don't
listen.
look like me.
Listen, listen.
I got black people.
I know,
that look
listen.
like me.
If I said the majority of people in Southern Hills that look like you,
They look like you.
they probably vote what?
Republican and Democrat.
Who?
The majority of people that look like you in Southern Hill.
I don't know.
I'm just
If you had to guess.
If you had to guess.
I mean, it would be equal because Southern Hills is half-half.
No, listen to me. That's the people in Southern Hills that looks like you. Not like me, people that look like you in Southern Hills.
I mean, I don't know what they
If you had to guess,
Democratic.
Democrat, or the people in Southern Hills that look like Ron Webb. When
Look like who?
Ron
You
Webb.
know Ron Webb?
No.
He's city
He's
council.
city councilman for Southern Hills. Okay. The point I'm making is probably the majority of people probably vote Republican. Why do they vote Republican? They got more in common with people that don't look like them. Because in America, it's called the concept of thing and the carry. I'm not voting where I'm at. I'm voting where I want to go.
Yeah.
Whereas in other communities, they tend to vote exactly where they are. You make a good point. And how do we get all those people on the same page is exactly what he's talking about. If you're free, as a person with money, as a person who don't have any money, to be able to speak truth to power, where you are politically, then you would have different colored people in the Republican Party. Republican Party wouldn't be 95% white. It'd be 40% black and 25%. You follow what I'm saying? So you have to take a look at it right where yet to make this to even make any sense of the whole big picture.
Yeah. Now, let me give you another point. And Lynn is proof positive. Lynn and I graduated, well, went to elementary together. Grew up in the hood, Lakeside, West Shreveport. We both went to college in New Orleans, Dillon's Day. Hurricane Katrina knocked him out more than knocked me out. But when he came up here, he needed to have a place to get rolling. I got in with David over at the incubator first, got an office. All right, so we started rolling because he's in financial services. He's Series 763, financial services group. So when we started shaking and baking, he started coming to Tuesday morning breakfast group. And I said, good man, come out. I'm starting to introduce you to some people. And he'll tell you the story. I'll let him pick up when I leave out. I introduced him to one of the wealthiest white guys in the state of Louisiana. The founder of Hibernia Bank, former CEO of Capital One when they transferred to Capital One, and is now the founder of Red River Bank, Harold Turner. Okay, guess what? Harold Turner is a Republican. Harold Turner comes out Tuesday morning breakfast. Now, the way you hear me talk is how I've been talking. Come on in. The way I've been talking since I left corporate America, even when I was in corporate America. And see, that's what I was trying to tell Robin.